Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the November 10th, 2025 City Council meeting. Roll call, please.
Brewster.
Here.
Walters. Garden.
Here.
Ewert. Here. Benner.
Here.
Parton.
Yes,
Crum.
Here.
Thompson.
Here.
Invocation tonight will be given by Brian Sander, First Baptist Church.
Let's pray. Father, we thank you for your blessings. God, we thank you for your goodness that you just bestowed upon this community. Lord, I pray that you continue to let this be a community of peace. Lord, I pray for just government, Lord, nationally, for peace and just a cooperative spirit, Lord. I pray for that just for our local government here, Lord. I thank you for each man and woman who serves you, and I pray your blessings upon them. I pray your blessings upon the things that they touch and the decisions they make, Lord. It would be for the good of our community and for families and for children and for everyone, Lord. And we just pray for business tonight, that it would please you, and we ask these things in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Please join me in the pledge of allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, I'd like to add an agenda item. This would be under Other Business 6D, be a consideration of agreement with Sedgwick County regarding the senior center funding. Somebody like to make a motion to approve that? Councilperson Parton?
I make a motion we approve that.
Second.
A motion and a second to approve adding the agenda item under Other Business 6D, as I just presented. Any discussion? Question, please.
Brewster.
Yes.
Garden.
Yes.
Ewert. Yes. Benner.
Yes.
Parton.
Yes.
Crum.
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
All right, thank you. Next, we have presentation and approval of minutes. Minutes of October 14th, 2025. Councilman Benner?
Move we accept the minutes of the October 14, 2025 business meeting as presented.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the minutes of October 14th, 2025 as presented. Any discussion? Question, please.
Brewster.
Yes.
Garden.
Yes.
Ewert.
Abstain.
Benner.
Yes.
Parton.
Yes.
Crum.
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
All right, next item 1, public comment. Shannon Wedge from American Red Cross regarding sound the alarm. So good to see you again. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me. I was updating your council and your mayor on our Sound the Alarm. So we held a Sound the Alarm here in Haysville on October 4th. And it was just well received. I really wanted to come out and thank you personally. So for those of you that are not aware, we have a national Sound the Alarm campaign. We've installed over 2.5 million free smoke alarms in communities across the country. And we were able to do this here October 4th, like I said, in Haysville. We installed 102 alarms in 40 homes. And we had about 35 volunteers who came out and helped. Thank you, Mayor, for also installing and being on a team.
Sure.
And then obviously to council member Justin Brewster. Did I pronounce your last name right?
Yep, you
yeah,
did.
I did.
Yep.
Okay. They call you something else at the Wichita Fire Department.
Yeah, they do.
I wanted to make sure I got that right. But yeah, really want to thank Sedgwick County Fire, Wichita Fire Department, the school district, the Chamber of Commerce here, and the mayor and the council for really just rallying around and helping us really promote this free smoke alarm program. This is an ongoing program. It not only will happen in October, but if anybody needs a free smoke alarm, they can contact our office here in Wichita. We will come out and install that with our volunteers and with the fire department, or they can call 211. That's always an easy way for them to remember how to request that free smoke alarm. I also want to thank you for all the blood drives that you guys host in Haysville. Really quickly, over the last 6 years, we've had 141 donors who have come out and they've donated 421 units of blood. 1 unit can help up to 3 people, so look at the number of people that you're impacting here, not only in Sedgwick County, but across Kansas. I really want to thank the Haysville community. You guys host 5 to 6 times per year. Campus High, they host about 2 to 3 times per year as well. Your upcoming drives here in the community are December 20th and Valentine's Day on February 14th. So thank you for all you do to help us collect blood and to make sure that our citizens are safe and prepared for fires and other disasters. I already took a photo, but I did bring a certificate of appreciation for that, and then also, Mayor, your T-shirt that you did not get the day of.
Well, thank you.
So thank you very much. Like I said, appreciate the partnership, and just reach out to your local Red Cross if you guys need anything. We do respond to local house fires, so I know we've had some here in Haysville, so we help people after they experience that home fire. Does anybody have any questions? Okay, thank you very much for the time.
I appreciate
it.
it. Thank you. It's always great when we can help the public, and that's a lot of smoke detectors in this area, so
It is.
they're pretty easy to install too. All right, next we have item B, Kirk Miller of KE Miller Engineering. Please state your name and your address, and you'll have 5 minutes.
Okay.
And Angie will be keeping track.
Okay, Kirk Miller, K.E. Miller Engineering, 117 East Lewis in Wichita. I'm the agent for the applicant for a zone change at 6401 South Sunnyside. He's requesting multifamily on the lot that the city sold him 2 years ago, but one of the options that your staff came up with was possibly duplex zoning with a protective overlay. He would also be fine with that option. As I said, he bought the property 2 years ago, July of 2023, and the property was platted in 1951 as Ward's 4th edition. It currently has a half-street right-of-way, which seems to be an issue with some people. But I don't know if there's any history of traffic issues there. Across the street from this addition to the east is the Amos addition, which was platted 10 years ago. And I would think if there were issues with the traffic along there, you would have requested an additional 30 feet of right-of-way from the Amos addition, so you would have a full right-of-way and you could have a full street. Right now you have a half street with a one-way to the south on it. And it doesn't look like anything has changed in the last 10 years because these houses are all 70 plus years old. I looked and they vary in age from like 71 to 74 years old. They were built probably about the first 3 years of the subdivision being platted. To build on this lot, which is a corner lot, which has never been built upon, it doesn't look like. To build upon it, new construction costs about $200 a square foot. And if you look at the appraisals of the lots around it, they vary from 100 and, well, actually there's one like 3 lots down that county has appraised of 90,000. The one just to the south of it, 121,000, just to the west of it, 135,800. Then little catty corner southwest, 144,000. To build a $140,000 structure on there, your construction costs are in about $200 a square foot, which puts you at about a 700 square foot house that you could build on there. So if you build a duplex, it's going to be a little better, but it'd be a rental. I mean, and rental's not a new introduction to this neighborhood either. There are rentals catty corner from it, 2 down to the south, 2 over to the west. So there are rentals in the neighborhood. So this would be new construction, but it would be rentals. It'd be duplex rentals. And we would be fine with the duplex overlay if you wanted to go that route. Or if you want to do the multifamily, we'd be fine with that. But the Planning Commission, when they finally made a reason for rejecting it, they said the reason had to do with the traffic on the street because it's a half street right away. But apparently that hasn't been an issue in the past. Maybe it is today, I don't know. But I would be glad to answer any questions if you have any.
I'm not seeing any questions.
Okay? All right, thank you.
Appreciate your time. All right, next we have Tommy Wicker. Like to state your name and address, and you also have 5 minutes.
Thank you for your time today. I'm Tommy Wicker. I live at 6415 South Sunnyside, directly in response to this fellow's inquiry. Tried to create a good story to tell you guys today, but truthfully, I just want to tell you the story of how long we've lived there and what living there is like. That lot's been a city park for 70-ish years. We've lived there next to it for 20. And it's quiet, and peaceful, and nice. It's the edge of town living that we wanted and wanted to keep. When I recently, a few years ago, I had to build a driveway because the city wanted to ticket me for parking on the grass next to my driveway. It cost me upwards of $10,000 to build that driveway, just to spare myself a small ticket from the city. During that time, I made inquiry with the city about selling me that property next door. Basically, you guys were just mowing it. I watched over it. Our kids played on it for years. You know, the neighbor kids played there. We use it for overflow parking because we don't have a whole street. It's been a useful lot for us, and it's been a peaceful place for us to live. And the idea that someone's gonna come in and build a fourplex or even a duplex and increase traffic there for rental properties and crime is bothersome. It's worrying. I wake up every morning and I get to look out that kitchen window and see a row of trees, squirrels playing, and a peaceful space, a peaceful green space that I get to call my home every day. I get to come home from the city and relax there. And, you know, we've turned in a lot of paperwork about this deal. The neighbors have all signed a petition about how they didn't want this to happen. This property owner has a lot of complaints in the city of Wichita about other properties he owns, about not maintaining it, not mowing the lawns, stuff like that. So it tells me the kind of person he's gonna be as a neighbor. And I haven't enjoyed him being a neighbor thus far. He's mowed that lot about 3 times this year total. It's been awful, honestly, and I wish there was some way I could talk the city out of ever selling him that land. I can't. I know that money matters more, clearly. But I wanted to come here and tell you this story today to try to change your hearts. Thank you for your time.
All right, thank you. Are there any other members of the public that would like to speak on any agenda item or any non-agenda item? All right, seeing none, we will move on. Next, we have item 2, approval of license and bonds. We have none. Item 3, introduction of ordinances and resolutions. A homestead of Haysville assisted living facility items. So we have a consideration of an amendment to the development agreement. We also have a public hearing and a resolution. So I will go ahead and go off the public hearing script I have.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes.
would you like to have them do the consideration of amendment first? The public hearing is specifically related to the resolution for the
Sorry,
RODs.
yes. Thank you. So, yeah, first we have the consideration of the amendment to the development agreement. Councilman Crum.
I make a motion that we approve the consideration of the amendment of the development agreement as presented.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the consideration of amendment to the development agreement as presented. Any discussion? Question, please.
Brewster,
Yes.
Martin,
Yes.
Ewert,
Yes.
Benner,
Yes.
Harton,
Yes.
Crum,
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
All right, so next I will be going off the script from the public hearing. We now formally open the public hearing regarding the issuance of industrial revenue bonds for the assisted living facility in an amount not to exceed $13 million. Do any members of the audience wish to speak on this topic? Seeing none, if there are no other members of the audience wishing to speak on this topic, I will now formally close the public hearing regarding IRBs for the assisted living facility. Council discussion. Is there any discussion from council? If not, I would entertain a motion on the resolution for industrial revenue bonds for the assisted living facility as outlined in our packet here. Resolution of the governing body of the city of Haysville, Kansas, determining the visibility of issuing taxable industrial revenue bonds for the purpose of financing the acquisition, construction, and equipping of the healthcare facility to be located in the city, and authorizing execution of related documents. Councilman Crowe.
I make a motion that we approve that resolution as you just presented.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the resolution as presented. Any discussion? Question, please.
Brewster,
Yes.
Martin,
Yes.
York,
Yes.
Benner,
Yes.
Barton,
Yes.
Crum,
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
Councilman Crum?
This is just something that I would like to see happen, because I know I'm not gonna be on council anymore. When they come in to do this facility, we're giving them some breaks, we're donating the land and those things. I would really encourage the council to talk to the investors about when they're ready to start filling up, if maybe they would open registration to try to move in the applications for like maybe a month to just Haysville residents first. Give the Haysville residents a chance to move into this facility first, because I know over the years we've had, I know like the Atkinsons, they'd lived there the whole life, they would have liked to stay here, but they had to go to Andover. When the Armstrongs used to live on Grand, they wanted to stay here, but they had to go to Clearwater. We've had so many people that wanted to be able to retire here, and we just haven't had this kind of facility. And when we get this facility, I'd really like Haysville residents to be able to get the first shot at it. So, and I know that's probably nothing we could put up in a contract or anything. I would just really like to see them be encouraged to do that.
Good. Yeah, we can definitely pass that along. I know every time I go to the senior center, I get asked, when's it going in? When's it going in? 'Cause- But, all right, we will move on to, item B, an ordinance denying a request for rezoning of certain real property located within the city of Haysville, Kansas. So this is the item that came before us last month, and we sent back to planning for a reason, to give us back a reason. So Georgie?
Good evening, Mayor and Council. As Mayor stated, you have before you the second review of a zone change from single-family residential to MF4 multifamily residential at property located 6401 South Sunnyside Road. Planning Commission has before you a recommendation of denial based on the following findings. One is proposed zoning is not compatible with the existing infrastructure or surrounding development pattern. Two, the site lacks adequate access to safely accommodate additional traffic, as South Sunnyside Road is a narrow one-way street with limited ingress and egress options. The findings were pursuant to the golden factors. You have in your memo the history and background for this that you can review. I'm going to move on to your options for tonight. You can approve the Planning Commission's recommendation by a simple majority vote. You can override the Planning Commission's recommendation by a 3/4 majority vote due to the protest, or you can return the recommendation to Planning Commission for further discussion by a simple majority vote. I can stand for any questions that you might have.
Anybody have any questions for Georgie? What would council like to do? Councilperson Burton?
Make a motion, we approve the denial.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the denial as presented. Any discussion?
I'd just like to say that, kind of like when they were looking at trying to put duplexes in on Hemp Hill, that wasn't part of the neighborhood structure, and I agree the same here. It's, and multifamily or duplex is not with the keeping of the area there.
Any further discussion? Question, please.
Brewster,
Yes.
Martin,
Yes.
York,
Yes.
Benner,
Yes.
Barton,
Yes.
Crum,
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, thanks. Next, we have item 4, notices of communications, governing body announcements. Councilman Crum?
Some things coming up at the library. I do want to mention that tomorrow, of course, is Veterans Day. The library will be open. Then on the 12th at 2 o'clock, the Central, now it's just left me. South Central Kansas Library Society will have a rotating books that go from library to library, and on the 12th, our library will be getting their new books from that. Then on the 13th, which of course is the Parents' Teacher Story Time, as they do every Thursday at 10:30. So they'll be doing that again on the 20th. On the 27th, they will not be doing that because the 27th, that is Thanksgiving, and the library will be closed, and they will also be closed on the 28th. The 19th at 4 p.m. will be the next Lego Club meeting. And then on the 24th, from 2 to 4, I actually had to call the library to ask them what this group was. The Wichita Documenters Training is going on, and there are people in Wichita that will go to meetings and then they document about what went on at the meetings and stuff, and this is a training for that. So I don't know if that's something you'd have to register for. If you're interested, maybe you could call the library and check that out.
We actually have one in the audience tonight. So.
Good. Well, that's why I had to message. I said, who is this group? Because I'd never seen that before. And then the quilters will be in the community room on Monday and Thursday mornings, and the knitting and crochet group, they meet on Tuesday afternoons. And that's all going on at the library right now.
All right, thank you. Any other announcements from council? If not, I have some senior center announcements. The senior center will be closed tomorrow, and also the 27th and the 28th. Crock pot recipe contest will be November 14th. Campus High School play outing, November 14th. Hearing loss and balance presentation, November 18th. A lunch outing, November 21st. And Thanksgiving dinner celebration, November 21st. Recurring events, line dancing, coffee and conversation, games, crafts, chair yoga, and Alzheimer's support group. Also going on, as Councilman Crum mentioned, tomorrow is Veterans Day, November 11th. And at 11 a.m., there will be a Veterans Day ceremony at the Veterans Memorial, which is right there by the library. So it's always a very well-attended event. The VFW puts that on. I know the American Legion shows up, a lot of other veteran organizations. And I believe Senator Chase Lacey will be the speaker. So I believe that's what I heard. But anyway, so I hope you will all attempt to join, come on out there, and if you're not working. Always a great program. All right, next we have item B, memo of new business licenses. That is in your packet. Memo from Josh Pollock regarding a property purchased at the tax sale. That is also in your packet. Sedgwick County Fire Department Station 34 monthly report, along with the email from Cox Communications. Item 5, we have old business. We have none. Item 6, other business. A, consideration of publication of notice of public hearing regarding the 2025 budget amendment.
So the paperwork's all in the council packet. I put a memo in there briefly explaining the 3 funds that we need to do amendments for. So we got the pool, the library, and the recreation department. So I can answer any questions you may have about those. Each fund is shown, the adopted budget and the proposed amended budget. And then what I need approval for today is the ability to publish the notice of public hearing for the budget amendment. The public hearing and consideration of the amendment would be at the next regular council meeting, which is on December 8th this year.
What would council like to do? Councilman Crum?
We can do them, it'd all be one public hearing?
Yes.
Okay. I make a motion that we allow the publication of notice of public hearing regarding the budget amendments as presented.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the publication of notice of public hearing regarding the 2025 budget amendment at the next council meeting as presented. Any discussion? Question, please.
Brewster.
Yes.
Martin.
Yes.
Ewart. Yes. Benner.
Yes.
Martin.
Yes.
Crum.
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
All right, next item B, consideration of river forest addition infrastructure bids. Tony?
Good evening, Mayor and Council. The bid letting was held for the River Forest Addition Infrastructure Project on November 4th. The project will install water mains and paving to serve the new assisted living facility. The engineer's estimate was estimated to be at just over $530,000. Therefore, we're requesting approval to accept the best bid from Pearson Construction in the amount of $357,120. And this will be paid out of land bank funds.
Councilperson Horton?
I make a motion, we approve the bid from Pearson Construction for $357,120.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve or accept the bid from Pearson Construction. Any discussion? Question, please.
Brewster.
Yes.
Martin.
Yes.
Ewart. Yes. Benner.
Yes.
Martin.
Yes.
Crum.
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, thanks. Next we have item C, City Code Annual Revision, first reading. So in the memo, I believe it has the wrong date in there, so it should be December 8th at the next council meeting. I believe the memo has the 9th.
Yeah.
So if you have any questions now, it'd be a good time to bring them up. Otherwise, if you would like to reach out to Will during the month before the next council meeting, you can do that as well. So we can approve it at the next meeting. Any questions from any council members? If not, we'll move on to item D. Consideration of the agreement with Sedgwick County regarding senior center funding.
You do have in your packet, if you're looking online, you also have at the bench the agreement with Sedgwick County. I do apologize for the lateness. We did just receive this morning. There is no changes to this except for dates for next year, but this is our annual funding.
The council like to approve it? Councilperson Parton?
I make a motion, we approve the Sedgwick County agreement with the senior center.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the agreement with Sedgwick County regarding the senior center funding. Any discussion? Question, please.
Brewster,
Yes.
Martin,
Yes.
Ewart,
Yes.
Benner,
Yes.
Parton,
Yes.
Crum,
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
All right, thank you. Next, we have Department Reports. A, Administrative Services. Georgie?
I have a couple announcements for this. I want to announce that we do have our new Hometown Hero banner program. On the website, we have applications and more information. These will just be displayed over in the Historic District from May through November. Applications are available, or they can call me for more questions regarding that. Secondly, someone have a question on that?
Councilman Bro?
I was curious, where is the $200 going?
200 goes for the banners themselves, and then the brackets for the banners. So if one of them is destroyed, we don't charge someone for getting that banner reprinted, but they're all going to, I mean, it's to pay for the banners.
Is it gonna be in a separate account, or is it just, I guess, how are we gonna make sure that that 200 stays there? Because I can't imagine they're gonna cost near that much.
They don't.
All the funds go into that account, yes. So, I mean, there is a fund that tracks the banners accounts, so it's all being deposited in the same account, yes.
Okay, thank you.
Councilperson Parton?
So since you're charging the first set of banners for brackets, are you gonna delete that part for the next renewals? Because you only have to buy brackets one time unless it gets really good, and then you just buy them. Same with the ones on the streets, the business ones. I just think $200 for not 2 years, it's only from, the few months you're doing it, and you're charging them $200 for 2 years, and you're making them pay for the brackets.
I guess I would be open up to council discussion if they wanted to change something, or a discussion with, here tonight with the mayor. We looked at other programs that we've done throughout the different cities. This is what they charge for those, so that's what we want to, base our program off of.
I just know when Haysville probably did it, we did four banners for 2 years, and it was $200, and you're only doing one banner for less than 2 years, plus making them pay for the brackets.
So the business banner programs are for 3 years, they were $300.
But they were 2 years, and they were $200.
Right, so the new program that we just released this year, they're for a 3-year program, 4 banners, it was $300, so.
Right, and they're getting 4 banners,
Correct.
not 1 banner.
So the veterans banners are individually printed, so they are a little bit different, but.
I'm curious, how much do they actually cost?
Depends on the number of quantity that we order. So we're taking orders now, so I can't totally answer what our end number is gonna be. I have 2 orders, about 4 inquiries. I haven't gotten payment yet from anyone. So
How much are the brackets?
brackets are close to $200.
196. Yeah.
Yeah. We do buy wind brackets because we live in Kansas, and we've had banners break before. The windstorms that we have come through have damaged, so we do buy the wind saver brackets. They are $200, right around $196.
You just don't feel like the first people doing it should have to pay for brackets. If we're gonna do something like that, it's just, I don't think the brackets should be included in the cost, because you're gonna put the brackets up.
My first instinct was the $200 seemed like a lot.
Yeah. And there was that comment on Facebook too.
I did say, that's why I was curious where the money was gonna go.
Yeah, money just goes right back into the banner program. I recall what, if you get more than 10 banners, how much were they?
More than 10 banners, the cost was right around 105 is what we're looking at. It goes down a little bit if we go up. I don't know how many we're gonna end up ordering.
So if we did 10 banners and they'd still be $100, and that's without the brackets. So with the brackets, they'd be about $300.
Correct.
I mean, we could look at, reducing that price, if that's something you want.
I would feel better about it. Because I thought that would be something, and I saw the price and was like, it's kind of steep.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we can go back and relook at the price.
Okay.
Okay, second announcement I have is Village Christmas is coming up on Saturday, December 6th. Events are from 4:30 to 7:30 in the Historic District, with the lighting ceremony being at 5 o'clock over in Pride Park. Lastly, we have our Christmas yard decoration light contest coming up. Submittals will be due to the Economic Development Office or Danielle by December 15th. Voting will be online, just like the holiday yard contest, from December 16th through the 22nd. And then winners will be announced on December 23rd online. That's all I have.
Did you want to make a comment about that? I think we got, it's nothing bad. It's, I think we got more participation in the decorating for Halloween by having it on Facebook like we did, so I'm glad we went to that.
You are correct.
Yeah.
So I'm glad we
review
did
the
that.
numbers and
A little bit easier to vote,
Oh, well, yeah. Much easier.
as long as you have Facebook.
Yes, sir.
All right, next, City Clerk, Angie.
City offices will be closed tomorrow in observance of Veterans Day. Will also be closed on November 27th and 28th for Thanksgiving and the day after. If you have any emergencies, please call the non-emergency line 529-5912. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Police Chief.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. Just wanted to introduce our visiting officer this evening. Officer Carlos Gardea is out there. He is on second shift currently assigned there. He's also a veteran, so you can tell him happy early Veterans Day as you go out there. Also just wanted to mention with the holidays coming up, we will have extra officers out during certain periods on overtime that KDOT pays us to have officers out there looking for impaired drivers. So if you're gonna partake in holiday cheer, make sure that you designate a driver, have somebody drive, make sure you're okay, we want everybody to be safe. So that's all I've got, thank you.
All right, thank you, Chief. Next, Public Works, Tony.
All right, I got several items for you tonight. So an update for Emmett Street. So about a month ago, we identified a few deficiencies in the construction of the storm pipe and the driveway approaches. In response to that, we completed an as-built survey to verify the issues. The survey confirmed those issues. We then met with the contractor and PEC to review the corrections that were needed. The contractor agreed to address all those items and resumed work on the project. At this time, the contractor expects about 1 to 2 more weeks to complete the project. Update for Sarah Lane, material began showing up today. There's about 9 semi-trucks off to deliver it, so it'll take a few days for all the components to get there. Sedgwick County is anticipating beginning installation of the structure at the end of this week to next week, with probably 3 to 4 weeks for installation if the weather cooperates. We have also reviewed our practices at the recycling center regarding construction debris and furniture disposal. While we do accept construction debris from our residents, we have previously allowed furniture disposal as well. We've experienced repeated misuse of this service, including but not limited to commercial contractors and landlords attempting to use the facility for rental cleanouts. Additionally, with the nearby transfer station now open, it is now convenient for residents to take the furniture there. Because of this, we will no longer be accepting furniture on a daily basis. We will allow furniture to be disposed of during the citywide cleanup event on the first Saturday in June. Then lastly, I have the city contractor will be starting on our cured in place pipe liner project this week. This project installs a new liner inside the city sanitary sewer to extend its life. The work will be performed by Mayor Specialty. All their crews will have clearly marked vehicles with identification badges, and they will be working in the neighborhood just behind Sonic. And they will need access to rear yards. So, thank you.
That explains the new flags in my yard.
They shouldn't have to dig up, so that shouldn't be that.
Thanks, Tony. Next, recreation, Rob.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. This Friday on the 14th, we'll have our middle school game night at the Activity Center. November 21st, we'll have our silent disco party at the Hack. And then on November 22nd, of our basketball camp, we're collaborating with Campus High School. And we will close for Thanksgiving. Thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, next we have item 8, appointments. We have none. Item 9, executive session. We have none scheduled. Item 10, review of expenditures. A, summary of October expenditures.
I move to receive and file the October expenditures.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to receive and file the October expenditures. Any discussion? Question, please.
Brewster.
Yes.
Martin.
Yes.
Ewert.
Yes.
Benner.
Yes.
Parton.
Yes.
Crum.
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
All right, next we have item 11, the consent agenda. We have about 5 items on there. Councilperson Parton.
I make a motion we approve the consent agenda.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the consent agenda as presented. Any discussion? Question, please.
Brewster.
Yes.
Martin.
Yes.
Ewert.
Yes.
Benner.
Yes.
Parton.
Yes.
Crum.
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
All right, thanks. Next, we have item 12, council items. A, council concerns. Councilman Crum.
One other thing that's been kind of on my mind since, well, I've been bringing this up since 2010. Ward 3. Keep in mind that Stewart Street still does not have a storm sewer, a storm drainage. So like if you go down there after a rain or in the winter time, there's a spot kind of down there right in the middle of the thing that the ice is about 2 feet out from the curb, and it'll be there forever because it just doesn't have anywhere to go. And so that is one infrastructure area in the town I'd like to see get fixed. That's just kind of just to put out there. That's all I got.
All right, thank you. Any other council members have a concern? If not, we'll move on to item B, council action request updates.
Update for 130 East 2nd Street, otherwise known as the community building. Staff is obtaining quotes for patching and repairing the holes and to paint the interior. And then lastly, update on 815 Peach. Officers checked the 2 vehicles in the street to find they were properly tagged and legally parked. Code enforcement found a vehicle and trailer in the driveway with expired registration. A door hanger was placed and a notice of violation was sent. So, thank you.
Councilperson Parton.
Is a vehicle allowed to be parked in the street forever? If it's tagged, I thought there was a time limit, it had to be moved.
It depends if we get complaints on it. If it's legally parked and it's not in the site triangle and it has legal tags on it, then we'll leave it there. If we can obviously see that there's weeds growing up through it or something like that, we've had some that have had small trees growing up through the car that we know haven't moved in a while, and we'll sticker those cars to have them removed. So.
Councilperson Ewert.
I realize if they're tagged and they have, how do we know that they're going to be runnable?
If we check with the owners and find that they're in operable condition, and they don't have flat tires or any obvious. We've had some in the we've had some in the past that haven't had engines in them, and obviously those aren't operable, so.
Okay.
All right, no other questions? We'll move on to item 13, adjournment.
Mr. Mayor, I make a motion we adjourn.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to adjourn tonight's meeting. Any discussion? Question, please.
Person,
Yes.
Barden,
Yes.
Benner,
Yes.
Barden,
Yes.
Crum,
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.